What's that mouth for? It is Zelme, and I'm here with
Unico Williams. I know heartbreak. I know setbacks.
yes. And today we are talking about art from Raising Kanan and Tariq from the original Power, in which the discussion is who was worse. And of course, we got to start out with the OG from the original show, of course. We're going to start out with the one and the only Tariq St. Patrick. We're going to go over some of the things, the Ghost, because he got a lot better and his character got a lot of work in that probably improved her thoughts on. So we have to be fair and make this an even battle, as well as in the future we will have a Monet versus Rock. Who's the better mother?
Oh, wow. Surprise on me.
Yeah, so
That's the one, Zelmay. That's a good one. Y'all got to tune in for that one.
we got a bunch of power content throughout the summer, Mobland content, shows like that. Gonna be all through the summer because we starting to lack a few shows, so we're gonna make other content based on these shows. Let's go with number one. The number one thing that we hated about Tariq, according to many, by the way, maybe not you, maybe not even us, but number one thing, the betrayal of family. Tariq frequently betrays his family's trust, especially that of his father, Ghost James St. Patrick, by getting involved in illegal activity despite knowing the risk and the harm it causes, to the point that his little sister is no longer here anymore because he wants to be the cool guy when his dad is trying to get out and his crazy mother like, and the old Ghost type shit. I like when you was a thug, not the mayor and the ruler of the city. I wanted a club owner. I wanted that man who I fell in love with. And Tariq kind of became him, which is a problem that we have to break down one day about people raising their kids to be their perfect relationship buddy, which leads to resentment and weirdness. But Unico, what did you hate about the betrayal of the family from Tariq?
It was all unnecessary. There was a fork in the road. Do good in school, go to choke, and help out with what your dad is trying to become. Be that college graduate. And your dad gonna put you on once he becomes senator or whatever he was trying to be in the government.
You're gonna be senator.
He set it up to where you could just go on and do things. If you want to be crooked in the government, then fine. That's a whole nother series we could talk about. Either way it goes, y'all was gonna do some left shit anyway. But you could at least did that. The betrayal did and set him on this path to now your mom is getting harassed by racist white men in the middle of God knows where, North Dakota or whatever random place she's at. And yeah, that's what I hated about it. It was two ways that he could have went. Now he was successful in a sense, had some setbacks and some heartbreak, but at the end of the day, he got put into some stuff that he had no business being in. He could have just went to school and handled his business.
True.
Now he's doing both. Who knows? He may still be a senator or something.
One advantage he does have over Kanan is I actually think Tariq is highly intelligent.
Oh, he's real life honor student type shit. And let's not forget, there's a difference in education between the 90s honor student versus the 2010s honor student.
Well, the one he compared to is not even honest. He don't even go to school. Poor number two, poor judgment. He makes impulsive decisions, underestimating consequences, which leads to worsening situations. For instance, getting involved with dangerous individuals like Kanan and starting selling drugs. Again, poor decision making, underestimating, thinking he's the smartest person in the room, put him in a situation in which he gets in trouble. His sister tried to bail him out. He saw that ended. His family always bailing him out early on. To his mom has, like Unico said, his mom has to go into hiding now. Even though he gets it from her. This poor judgment, he gets it from her. Not that he doesn't have a plan with it. It's just he overestimates himself because he is smart.
Unprotected sex with the hood rat. That's poor judgment. Because she could have got mad if she knew where Tariq lived. Oh, that would have blew her mind, dog. She would have been the next Tasha.
It would have been
She would have been Tasha.
She took out the, and now you find the girl you want, and all of a sudden she ain't going away.
Oh, I'm like, if she had came in there, like, you buying candy at the movie? You rich. Wait till you see where he lives.
The number 3, a disregard for authority. Tariq shows a rebellious streak against authority figures like his parents, law enforcement, leading him to make allies with criminal elements. He just brings all his friends into it. Like, he like, yo, I got beef with these people. I'm smarter than all the people. I'm finna outthink them because I'm better than them. I'm better than my father. To some extreme, he always telling Tasha what he ain't gonna do. Tasha like, hey, stop. You know, I probably birthed this craziness. You need to stop doing this crazy. So disregard of authority. Number 4 might be the one thing that people hate about this nigga the most. He is so manipulative. He will gaslight everybody in his life. He will gaslight everyone. He often manipulates situations and people to achieve his goal, showing a lack of consideration for others' well-being. Even in the show that we said we not gonna name, he gaslighted 4 women that loving him. And they took the stand and protected him. They tried to kill each other and then left. They come back after he tell them to go away. They plot with him. He even put one in jail for like a week. And that's from the show we ain't supposed to mention. His manipulation is on like another level. It wasn't as profound and helpful as it was in the Ghost series. In the original, it was just like, oh, I'm young and I'm dumb and I'm finna manipulate people to do what I want and crazy. He manipulated Kanan. Power. And Kanan was trying to manipulate him. And then
I would say that his manipulation tactics worked only that one time against Kanan when he said Kanan.
Yeah. Well, he tried to use a Ghost, and Ghost is highly intelligent.
And that's the next point I was going to make. Ghost wasn't going for none of that.
And he did go for it because he used his son logic to get rid of.
Ghost was like, all right, I see all your little bullshit. What you gonna do is you gonna take the rap. You going to jail. Hey, Ghost went back to gaslighting him. What the fuck about? Ghost, nigga, you go to jail for this. I get you a soft sentence. But he tried it. Why don't you ever tell me about Kanan? Why didn't you tell me about the game? Why aren't you doing it? Man, Ghost was not going for that shit. That's how cold Ghost was.
Ghost was way more against it than Rock was against it with Kanan. Ghost was firmly like, no, we're not doing this at all.
She folded because she loves her son. The best way to protect him was to teach her what she knows. Yeah. Ghost was like, I don't.
But let's be clear. Tariq was in a way better situation than Kanan. Tariq was in a great situation.
When this show started, bro had a club already. Yes, he was murking people in the garage. All right. But Kanan's like Rock is still out there in the streets like that.
Yeah, Ghost succeeded and was on his way to doing everything he wanted to do after. Rock was in the mist.
Yeah. Like, she had no real business plan. Her biggest thing was like, I need a crib in the suburbs. That was her thing.
And that was like the end of season 2. She didn't get it till later on.
And then she's like, I want to start a hair salon. Ghost like, hey, I need to get in with the Serbs, or I need to get in with, such and such. And then with that, I'm going to build this so I can build this foundation, build this building, make a building, a real big building, and be Rock wasn't thinking about being in the governor or nothing. She just wanted to be fly. I think she just wanted to be fly and make sure that she was good.
And number 5 it's the same thing with the other character we talking about, Kanan. Lack of responsibility. Everybody in power got a lack of responsibility. Listen, the only person I seen with any accountability in their life is Lou. He had to go to therapy, and I almost put the belt around his neck. So that's the only way he got done.
I think Uncle Marv did too, but we'll get into that later.
I don't know. He keep doing that.
Took accountability. He took his daughter.
Well, yeah, with Juke.
The thing with Juke, he took accountability. He trying to do things right with Juke.
But in life, he kind of, he's like, oh, I did this. I messed up. My bad. And then he keep doing it. And I'm like, stop. But that is Tariq. That's why we don't like him. That's the reason we didn't like the original Tariq. in the show of Power. Now we got one more, and y'all know who it is. Who is worse? Let's go over Kanan Stark from Raising Kanan. He's violent and reckless. Kanan characterized by his impulsive and violent behavior, often resorting to extreme measures without considering the consequences. I mean, I'm gonna end my. I'm like, he didn't even think what was gonna happen if he did. How would this affect everybody? He didn't consider anything. Everybody was telling him stuff like, "Listen, this happened because of this." He like, I don't care about nothing. I'm mad. Somebody got to get it. Everybody did the whole show.
The only thing that's ever made sense to this dude is him figuring out the couriers doing stuff. Other than that, everything else has just been, I'm just mad.
Remember he fled with the little white girl up in the few seasons ago at the little ranch outside? And you're like, well, we didn't end them. She's like, it's going to bring trouble. That's why we didn't end them. They tried us. Don't nobody try us. I'm like, all right, listen, sir, calm down. Everything ain't got to resort to violence. Think about what you're doing. What will it affect? Do it later. Just don't crash out every moment. That's the Uncle Marvin. Yo, you and Marvin are just violent and reckless. Think about it. Okay, if I do this, if I say these words, or if I do this action, what will happen? Second one, betrayal and self-interest. Similar to Tariq, Kanan betrays trust for personal gain, using people around him to advance his own agenda, even if it means endangering others. He convinced D to do, y'all remember the story, how that happened in the very first episode. He convinced him, even getting old boy in trouble when he was at the house with him. And he told him, don't go nowhere and do shit. And he did, and then he got them in trouble. The man just does what he wants to do, and it leaves, as Rock said, for me to have to clean your shit up again. If you think, even Marvin told him earlier this season, bro, do you know how much your mama cleaned up your bullshit? You just do reckless violence, and your mom had to be like, let me take care of this. Even with the situation with Ronnie, Stefano told him, your mother took out a loan that she have to pay back to get you out. Nobody, I wouldn't do that for my kids. He didn't care. It don't matter. Wouldn't that matter to me? I don't care. It's my self-interest. You affected my life. I feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to do that I want. And Rock wasn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but holy. You need anything on the betrayal?
You spitting.
I'm like, my guy don't take no accountability. Failure to plan.
Him.
Failure to
keep yelling him to the cross.
Failure to plan. His lack of insight and of foresight and strategic planning results in chaotic situations that not only jeopardize himself, but those close to Crystal. His situation.
Let me throw this out here real quick. What a Percival got to do with anything? Yes, okay, he did. He was doing some weird, creepy shit. I get that. What they got to do with your situation right now?
He goes and meets with Ronnie. Ronnie's crazy. What are you doing with a psychopath? What are you doing? Drug? Why? Crystal tried to get you out the drug bin because everybody know where it was. So you're like, hey, we gotta move. This is getting dangerous. You like, I don't want to do it. And then when somebody hurts your ego, you do it. You don't think through anything. You just go out there and just do it without any thought, any repercussions, any alignment of, okay, this is gonna happen. I need to plan this out. How am I get? No, Rock made me mad. Everybody trying to talk me out of doing something stupid. I'm gonna just go to a house. I ain't gonna plan nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't even know who's gonna show up. It could be a lot of danger. I don't know what's gonna happen. My mom in the middle of a war right now with a dude with CTE who hates her because.
Hold on. Can we go back to Ronnie's murder real quick? That was Rock. Kanan ain't come up with none of that. Or to kill his own dad and all that. What? Told him what to do and he did it. That was a plan, and it wasn't his. Go ahead.
Next, underestimate enemies. Kanan frequently underestimates his adversaries, leading to a situation where he is outmaneuvered or faces severe consequences.
He told Unique that he killed Ronnie.
Not only that,
looked him in his eyes by himself. Unique could have ended him right there and said, Rock, here's your son's head. Because you know how mad he is at Rock.
But the only reason he was saying because he hate Rock, and probably more than CTE need. That's
Is
crazy.
he trying to pull a Kanan on Tariq move where he's like, I'm about to have your son under my arm and I can get at him whenever I want to? That's how Kanan did Ghost. Is Unique. Is that where Kanan learned it from? Did he learn from Unique?
Maybe. I don't hate the theory. He even called it out a little bit. You think I'm young, I'm dumb. And they were like, no. We need young people like you. We need somebody strong, smart, and stable who can run things and crash out when I need them to. But you, like everybody manipulates him.
Remember that? Remember when they were in the park with the dog? Kanan was trying to act all tough. Hey, you hear anything about this? You know, dog is a man's best friend. I think he was trying to call Kanan the dog. Like, you do it. You loyal to me. Like, man, Snap and Pop was letting them know. But he was over here trying to stand up, act like, I think they on some stuff like, let him think that he's in control right now because he's a dumb kid. That's where I'm at.
I'm going to introduce you to Breeze, and he going to manipulate you too, probably in ways. Cause you're a good crash out there. Everybody need a good crash out there. Hey, listen, they acting up over there.
Yep.
Send Kanan. I already bet. He like crashing out. That's what he do. My mother. But listen, he underestimates everybody. He even underestimated that Rock would be smart enough to be like, why would she do that? Which leads to the last thing about Kanan before we decide who's the worst one. Learn from mistakes. He will do the same mistake over and over again. Despite experiencing setbacks, Kanan tends to repeat similar mistakes due to his stubbornness and refusal to adapt his approach. That's 100% true. That's probably the main thing that man don't learn. Let's forget raising Kanan. In the original Power, he didn't learn from mistakes. But how many times can Ghost trick you? The same man ain't finna trick me 3 times. It is not finna happen. Come on now. You did these whole scenarios. How are you getting tricked by the same dude over and over again? In this show, the police can trick Kanan. Everybody, yeah, listen, you could have told Kanan anybody was his father. He would have probably believed it. Rock, you could tell Rock killed everybody in the neighborhood as a zombie apocalypse because of Rock, and he would believe it. Because he's upset and angry. 2, he does not learn. That's one thing I learned from Kanan will not learn from nothing. If it did end, spoilers by the way. So if you want to turn off, you can turn off the whole video because this is gonna be all spoilers. We didn't really say it. If he did shoot Rock, he ain't gonna learn from it. He shot Juke too. He don't care, family. What is that? We see how he loved Juke in this show. He don't care. And he goes back to his betrayal of self. That man shot Juke. That man do not care. That man don't even mention his family. We know Breeze. That's it. That man barely mentions it. He mentioned Juke when she showed up.
Yep.
And we didn't even know who Marvin Uncle Lou was. You didn't mention nothing that Rock taught him. That man don't mention no fact. He don't care about none of it. So if he did end Rock, it wouldn't be out of character for his Power original version to do. Because he don't care. He's all, I don't learn from my mistakes. I ain't loyal to nobody. So nobody ain't loyal to him. If you watch Power, nobody's loyal to this nigga. If you watch Raising Kanan, no one's loyal to him. OC stole something. He still probably think OC was loyal to him when OC was stealing from him. It just CT Unique got questioned too much. OC has too many questions to CT Unique. If CT Unique don't like quit, his head start hurting. That one had that helmet back in his head. He started having flashbacks. Questions me. I don't like this. But that is the comparison video of Kanan and Tariq. Who do you think is the worst character?
Who do y'all think?
Who do you have as the worst child in Power?
Kanan wasn't even a good adult. Why are we doing Raising Kanan? Let's do Raising Ghost. I love Uncle Lou. I love Uncle Marvin. I love Juke.
Season 2.
She's doing better as far as being personality. She is getting better. And she's showing us like That lady that killed them boys at that bodega, like she had personality in that scene. Man, what I tell y'all about trying to set stuff up without letting me know? That's our first time we saw Juke, right? Going back, now we starting to see she's starting to use her voice, and it ain't for singing. She's starting to actually be like, hey, man, hey, you really tripping about this rock thing, Kanan. You either with me or you against me. And I think
He
that
pulled a gun on him. She pulled a gun on him. He put it in her face like, oh, she made a phone call too, so that might be big in season 1. Who do you have, Tariq or Kanan? For me, it's Kanan. Listen, we done watched 4 seasons at this point. And Kanan is the least important person to me in this show. I do not care about it. It's not even the acting fault. The actor doing a good job. His character work, his character just in general, is just annoying. It's like, I am irrational. I am angry. I am mad. To be fair, we only have like 2 reasons for it. I get that one. The rest is just, and he does stupid things. He get Fab in stupid situation. Spoiler again. He got Fab in them situations, and then Fab ended up where he was because Fab wouldn't know who Snapping Pop was if it wasn't for Kanan. Crystal wouldn't know who these people were if he didn't snitch to Snapping about Crystal going away. It's literally all his fault, and he not gonna learn from it. He not gonna change. He never did it. It's everybody else's fault but mine. The world is against me. Woe is me. It's my mom's fault. Even what did Lou tell him? What did Marvin do? Sooner or later, we are men, Kanan. Sooner or later, we have to look at ourselves. I've been the baby brother for so long.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that I'm a man and I have to take responsibility for my actions. Rock told me to do it. I'm a grown man. You tell all these people in this situation because your mother, you put them there. Your fault. You're a man. Take accountability. Tariq, we said Tariq was annoying and all these things, right? Mm-hmm. He manipulated situations, but he responsibility for the situation he did. His sister, he took. Listen, Kanan would have said it's Ghost's fault. It's Tasha's fault, and that's way more annoying to me than Tariq. Even the reasons Tariq got mad at his father had so much more rationale. I disagree with it vehemently, and I think he's immature at the time, and I'm upset at it. But it has so much more rationale than Kanan's with Rock. It's Kanan by a mile, and I never thought I would say it because I dislike Tariq to the core. But this Kanan, I see why he saw Tariq in him. He wasn't smart as Tariq.
That's the difference.
Tariq has reasons and he's selfish, but he has his reasons. You just made him up in your head to justify your own action. Tariq was just trying to be the top boss in the yard, and he like, I can be a better ghost. That's what his goal was. His goal was always to be better than his father. That's his whole goal. I'm gonna be better than you.
Daddy wanted to be a senator. You could have been the president.
And became ghost.
That'd be interesting if you became president.
The other dude shot the FBI agent and became a hero. That was on the news celebrated.
That'd be an interesting angle. What if Tariq was the president in the Power universe and he doing all type of shady shit?
That'd be fire.
The president, I think it's possible. He's doing things like, protecting FBI agent, blah, blah, blah. And he cool with the other Councilman Tate. That's an angle.
But
this old girl ain't pregnant no more, so he ain't got no kids, no responsibilities whatsoever right now.
Yo, listen, my boy manipulated situation he ain't supposed to get out of. He did it on brain power. This man had a gang war with just him, old girl that can hack things, and his boy who is rich and lost his family money. And he manipulated the situation.
This nigga fought a Ponzi scheme. He fought the Italians.
A basketball player, drug dealer daddy on a plane. And Tariq was fighting the war.
He fought Mecca.
That's why I said,
what you said, Mecca and Poppy.
Yeah, so this is why we not including Ghost, because at that level, you're like, oh yeah, he way more intelligent. That's an unfair fight.
Look, and me the whole time just got a hating ass nigga Kane. That ain't for no. You got
Kanan boy Kanan, but Kanan was like Kanan does not have self-control.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about it, the whole time you're trying to deal with big animals, you're trying to deal with T-Rexes, and you still got this mosquito around you. You over here squire him away while you trying to stop the T-Rex. That's trying to take you down, man. Sax over here, he fighting the government. And bro, hey, Tariq got some shit going on, man.
But that's it for the episode. Let us know, who do you think is the worst child? For us, it's Kanan. It's not even close. Tariq was annoying. Kanan is just a bad kid. Like, he just, oh my. If Monet was his mother, I would root for Monet, because you know what Monet would do.
Monet wasn't gonna play that with Kanan.
Monet would have ended Kanan the second.
You a liability, son.
Monet was different. Monet versus Rock, who was a better mother? We're gonna talk about that later date. Probably.
I guess the difference is, though, is that Monet was putting them on to the game early in life. So it wasn't about trying to figure out what mama doing. No, a lot of your teachers.
Bro, it was in the baby seat. She put drugs behind the trailer in the baby seat.
Man, shit, that wasn't no secret.
5 years old. She told him to shoot a man at 5.
Monet said, ain't no protecting you from the game. You in this shit with me. Period.
Shoot somebody at 5. He's like, I just want to play instruments. No, shoot that right now. Soft. You need to go, where can they find you?
Unico Williams on YouTube, UNIQO Williams on YouTube. That's where you can find me, man. I got y'all for the Diddy trial. I'm in until they come up with a verdict. When the verdict comes down, it is what it is. Also, I'm going to have y'all back. Full coverage when it comes to the Chris Brown trial that's coming up in the UK, man. Why would this dummy go back to where he has a warrant and he has 100% disregarded the law, bro? You cannot hit people over the head with a bottle. You will go to jail. Did y'all forget about the Brad? Miss Shantae? She went to jail in America. She went to prison in America for throwing a bottle.
And then
So let's not forget what they can do in the UK. I got y'all on the court stuff. And don't forget, Final Destination came out. Check out my review. It's on this channel, Overall 99 Media. You can check out that short, just a quick synopsis. And then obviously make sure you go to Unico Williams, UNIQO Williams on YouTube. Do you hear me?
And find me anywhere overall. Now we got a lot of great content. Mobland, Happy Face. What's the best show about?
You go on SummerSlam screen.
I don't like going on SummerSlam. That's too big. But you'll see, you can find me anywhere you see the logo. Follow the signs.
Y'all see it?
Follow the signs. I am looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. And Overall 99 Gaming, I'll probably be on that soon, as well as the Zelmay Twitch channel. Maybe on Kick. I don't know yet. I'm not sure. But I'll be on one of them.
Don't forget.
Casual Conversations as well. Be there every Thursday. The shorts come out every week. They are hilarious. People love the shorts. Those shorts do numbers. So shout out to the shorts on that channel. 13 subscribers right now. Keep helping it grow. We continue to be reckless and endangered, and I'm pretty sure y'all gonna love the shorts. Those are 5 insane shorts. It's about the Cassie trial. We will do our weekly debate. You listen to Unico for the information.
Yeah, I got you on the information now.
Go to that channel.
Y'all go over there. Get the information from me, and then get your opinions from Casual Conversations for sure.
Somehow, Casual Conversations. Somehow we got, thanks to the chat, somehow Rick Ross is rubbing his titties on Tori's back as he give him a back up. And feeding him grapes at the Diddy party. I don't know.
See how y'all do.
He feeding you. And somehow me and Unico in a situation that we will not talk about with Monray, and I don't know how it came up with that. But I don't. That show is on here. But
all I can say is y'all see how y'all do.
But I appreciate y'all liking, subscribing, that notification bell, all of that. And I know y'all got one question y'all want to always ask. You'll find out soon.